What is up, everybody? So today I'm going to be doing a video on my Dell G5 SE laptop that I recently picked up. Well, I guess it's not recent anymore, but I picked it up probably about 6 months ago off the Facebook Marketplace. So I wanted to do a video of this against the 2021 HP Omen I have, but I'm gonna go ahead and review this laptop. So let's get started. So as you guys can see, this thing does have a rainbowish color when the light hits it, and it has like some type of, I guess you could say it has like metallic flakes in it. But yeah, this laptop's in like brand new condition, and like I said, this is a gaming laptop. It has the Ryzen 7 4800H, and the graphics card is the Ryzen 5600. But I will have to check that out because I'm not really a AMD fanatic. I'm more into the NVIDIA graphics cards. So yeah, so on the right here you don't really got anything. Now let's go to the side. So on the right side of the laptop, you got your SD port, you got your headphone jack, 2 USB ports, and a Kensington lock. On the other side, you got your power, you got your what is this? This is your video out, but this is a small one. And you also get a HDMI port too. This is basically an HDMI port, but it's the smaller version. So you could hook this up to 2 monitors if you wanted to. Another USB port. You get the what was this? This is the Ethernet port. And then you also get a USB-C port on this side, so you can, I don't believe you can charge the laptop off the USB-C port, especially since it won't put out that much power. But yeah, that's that. So let's go to the inside here. As you can see, the inside of this laptop is in pretty good shape. It is, of course, the Dell G5 SE, as you can see right there. And let's turn it on. So, as you can see right here, it's got the Ryzen 7 4000 series. It is a 4800H, and you get the AMD Radeon RX graphics. Now, I'm not too sure about this graphics card. Some people say it's as good as a 1660 Ti, and some people say on some games it's almost as good as a 2060, an RTX 2060. So I'm not too sure. I haven't really used this laptop because my main daily laptop that I use is my 2021 HP Omen, and that I only paid about $360 for, brand new, which I'll show you guys later on. Not sure why it always asks me that, review Turner. But click out of that. I did install Windows 11 on this laptop. Oh, nope, it's system. Stupid razor. But anyway, so here we go. Ryzen 7 4800H. It's the same CPU that's in my 2021 HP Omen. It has a Ryzen 7 4800H. Now this laptop did have only 8 gigabytes of RAM in it. I upgraded it to 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I believe that's about it. 2.9 gigahertz. So I guess my phone cut out on recording. I am recording on the OnePlus 9 Pro, so hopefully this video is a little bit better, but doesn't do it justice. At least this lighting quality in my room. So maybe that's a little bit better. I got my Nebo here, so we'll use that. Alright, anyway, so this uses the Alienware Command Center to change the lighting or whatever. One thing that sucks about this laptop is the build quality. This is an all plastic design, and right now our thermals is at 87 Celsius, and that's just at idle. Right now I don't believe the fans are on. If I put it in gaming mode by hitting FN and the G button here, it kicks the fans on to max. Now these fans are quiet, they don't spin as fast, so this laptop does get hot when gaming on it. It gets up to 97 Celsius. That's why I never really used this gaming laptop again once I tried playing Battlefield on it once, which I guess I gotta update Origin, or nope, I just gotta update Battlefield. But I am gonna test it for you guys and show you guys what this thing can do, but we will probably have to cut it off after a while into the gaming because it's probably gonna get hot. But I have rethermal pasted this computer since. I haven't really tested it ever since I rethermal pasted it, so hopefully the thermals are better. Other than that, it's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive in it. That's what it came with, and for the money I paid for this laptop, it's definitely a win. I'm trying to fix the light in the background, it's kind of blinking, but you know, it's definitely a win for what I paid for it. Like I said, it's an all plastic design. I guess my phone don't like that lighting. I'll try that. But it's an all plastic design. Like I said, it's in basically brand new condition. Otherwise it just needs like a good cleaning. But you know, that's one thing about the thermals on this laptop. They're not the best, but for $300, I definitely couldn't have gone wrong on this laptop. As you can see, when the light hits it, it has that rainbow effect. So I do want to do a quick comparison between this laptop and the HP Omen. So while Battlefield downloads or updates, because I haven't used this laptop in a few months, while this updates, let's go ahead and let's look at my HP Omen and we'll go over the differences. And I'm guessing maybe we'll game on the HP Omen first while this updates. So I'll be back. So we are back. This is my 2021 HP Omen, which is in pretty much pristine condition. I bought this laptop brand new for $370 off of the OfferUp, which it really just needs a quick wipe down, but otherwise it's pretty much in new condition. So let's go over the ports and the build quality. Number one, this laptop is the perfect laptop to game on because it has the perfect thermals. That's why I use it as my daily gaming rig. And another idea, number one, it's all aluminum design, so all aluminum is better than it being all plastic, because plastic gets hot. But as you can see, for the GPU, we got a vent here, and this just lets it just push out more air for better airflow. We got a USB port here, another one here. We got the vent for the graphics card. Right here we have the adapter. It's a HDMI mini port. Right here we have the USB-C, which is currently plugged in to my HP Omen outpost right here, which is actually pretty This is actually new. I got this thing not too long ago, but I recently got my air conditioning turned on in my apartment, so dust blew everywhere and got everything dirty. But on this side, we got another HDMI. Sorry about that, guys. We were rudely interrupted by my OnePlus 9 Pro that said it got too hot and it needed to cool down. Not a fan of this phone. Got some different lighting now. I'm using my Cobalt light, so maybe it looks, hopefully the background isn't all flashy. Anyway, HDMI port, USB. You got your USB input. You got your Ethernet port and the charge port. And of course on the back, we just got extra vents. I mean, don't get on me too much for my ghetto type of my ghetto setup under it. But anyway, so this is the HP Omen. This has the GTX 1660 Ti. Same CPU. It's the Ryzen 7 4000 series. And this thing is running at, let's see, what I believe it's clocked at the same. But let's see, system. This does have Windows 11 on it. And it is clocked at 2.9 gigahertz. So, I mean, it's basically going to get the same performance. The graphics cards, you know, like I said, this has a 1660 Ti. And this also has a 144 hertz display. So does the Dell G5. They both have the same displays. The display on the Omen looks a little bit better because it's a little bit brighter. Otherwise, my thermals at idle is in the 50s. So there's no thermal throttling with this laptop, which is great. So let's try, let me close out of Steam real quick. So let's try I'll do a gaming demo on this laptop first while the Dell G5 loads. But like I said, this is an all aluminum design. It is a RGB lit. You do have the Omen command center to change that. And I don't know if you guys can hear it right now, but the fans are cranking now. So nice. Well, apparently this has to update too. So since I don't have time to wait for Battlefield to update on both computers, we're gonna play PUBG on this one, which is a game I always play on this anyway. So I got my FPS in the corner. And in case you guys were wondering what type of mouse I use old Razer Mamba mouse. It's not the newest, but I mean, it's still a nice mouse. But yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we're using. So I'm using Ultra graphics, so everything is on Ultra with VSync on, because VSync, usually without VSync you'll get screen tearing. Not the biggest issue on this laptop because it is 144 hertz display. So yeah, this is my CPU temp right here, which is sitting at about 69 to 70 Celsius. And it's at like 75, then it goes down. My GPU stays, and the GPU usually always stays below 60 Celsius. Usually sits at 50 to 60. So yeah. So I guess we'll go ahead and we'll start this game. Now I know this isn't going to be the best test to test these two laptops, as I'm going to be using two different games, but I do not have PUBG on the other laptop. I never installed it, so it's just going to have to do for now. As you can see, this is ultra settings, and this does have upgraded 16 gigabytes of RAM at 3600 megahertz, and right now we're getting about 50 to 60 FPS. Not too bad. I'm not sure how it comes up on camera, but there definitely isn't any lag as of right now. So we're in the plane right now and sitting at about 80 to 90 FPS, which is not bad at all. All in all, if you're looking for a gaming laptop that you can just use all day and not have to worry about it overheating or getting hot, definitely check out the HP Omen with the 1660 Ti and the Ryzen 7 4800H, as it doesn't get that hot. I have rethermal pasted this laptop, and ever since I rethermal pasted it, the temps have gotten higher than they did before. So I'm not sure if I didn't use the best thermal paste. I definitely could have used something better. The thermal paste I used is Corsair thermal paste. Usually I like to use the G5 thermal paste. It is known to be a good one, but right now we're at about 70 FPS. And like I said, this is ultra settings, so the gameplay on this laptop is pretty decent. Now the fans are at max speed. I have it in comfort mode on the Omen command center. You can't adjust the fans how you want them. You can only really just put it in different modes, where comfort mode basically keeps the fans high, or you do have the option to just max your fan speeds out, which is what I have it on. I just put it on max. I put it in comfort mode. You do have performance mode. I'm not sure if you get better performance out of that or not. I never tried it. But I guess I will start recording once this game gets interesting. So graphics are, like I said, really good. Now this laptop does sell for about around $1,000 on Amazon, at least the last time I checked. You could definitely get it cheaper if you find it used. Not sure if you're going to be as lucky as me and find it brand new in the box for $370, but you just really got to look and see what the best deals are that you can find. Of course, there's no vehicles to go look for people to kill. Oh, there's one right here. There's probably a bot around here somewhere. I mean, Jesus. This game's getting kind of boring. Finally, some action. There were probably bots though. Well, guess that wasn't a bot. Oh well. So anyway, I don't want this video to drag on too long, but you know, that's a demo about what this laptop can do as far as gaming on it goes. Like I said, if you could find this laptop cheap, I would definitely go with an HP Omen. I've always had an HP Omen. Before, I had a 2019 HP Omen with a 1650 graphics card and the Intel i9. It did get a little hot though. That's why I kind of like the Ryzen more, because it kind of runs a little bit cooler than Intel cards. But other than that, if you can find an HP Omen for a good price, I would definitely rather go with the HP Omen over the Dell G5, really just because of thermal temps. So yeah. I also wanted to show you guys the bottom of this laptop, which I will show you the Dell G5 also. As you can see, this thing is vented. It has a lot of flow on the bottom of it to suck in air. Unlike the Dell G5, there's like no vents on the bottom of it, so that's another reason why that laptop gets hot. But this one does seem to get cool. Like I said, the bottom of this right here is not plastic. It's more like a copper type, but it's not plastic. I believe it's not aluminum, but I think some laptops, the bottom case is made of like maybe a copper or something. You guys can comment down below, let me know. But you know, an aluminum laptop does dissipate heat better than just an all plastic laptop. But yeah, so this is going to be it for the HP Omen. Alright, so now we're getting into Battlefield 2042 on the Dell G5. And as you guys can see, the GPU does get a little bit hotter, sitting at about 63. But right here, we're sitting at 92 Celsius right now, which is definitely a lot hotter. Now, I can't really fault this laptop too much right now because currently in my apartment is about 70 degrees. My air conditioner does not work the best, so that's one thing. Now, I have not figured out how to turn on the FPS on this laptop because this does not have NVIDIA NVIDIA application. So usually I use GeForce Experience to display the FPS here, but let's go ahead and show you guys what we're running at. So right now the fans on this thing are on max, and they definitely are not spinning as good. So we're on medium settings, which is about pretty good. On the HP Omen on medium settings, I usually get about 50 to 60 FPS. So we'll see. I'm probably not going to be able to finish this game on this laptop because, like I said, it's sitting at 95 Celsius right now on the CPU and 80 Celsius on the GPU. As you can see, it's at 100 Celsius right now, which is pretty hot. The laptop itself doesn't feel too hot. As you can see, it's already at 101 Celsius, so I'm probably going to have to kill it and just call it a dud, maybe. We're probably thermal throttling right now too, just because of how hot it's running.
Both sectors are now under our control.
Yeah, we're at 102 Celsius right now. Pretty crazy. I'm surprised we ain't thermal throttling right now, but we're definitely not lagging, but 102 Celsius is the hottest I've ever seen this laptop get. And yeah, G mode is on, which cranks the fans to max speed. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how much FPS we have right now, what we're sitting at, but my guess is maybe around 40 to 60 FPS. I mean, this graphics card can't be that much better than the 1660 Ti is my guess. If you made it this far into this video, this video has been rambling on for a minute, but comment down below, let me know if you guys like this type of videos for people that do watch my channel. My channel has grown, since the last time I made a video. I think I'm at 255 subscribers. So for the people that have subscribed and that are watching this video, welcome to the channel. Yeah, this thing's thermal throttling.
Our troops are engaging at Charlie 1.
We still got him though. But this is a higher demanding game than PUBG. So
Report. Russian forces have effective control. Advantage is there.
seems like we're just sitting at 93 Celsius now. It hasn't really moved.
Sector secure. Our forces control most sectors. One of our objectives is under attack.
But it does have a little bit of a lag to it at sometimes. I'm wondering if this thing is kind of thermal throttling because of the temperature. But this is the load on the CPU right now, which we're not close to 100. So I don't see why we're lagging a little bit.
Secured Sector Bravo.
Now the top of this thing is getting pretty hot. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I got like 4 kills on this. So kind of sucks to rage quit. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits just so I do not mess up this laptop from running it hot. But like I said, this does have a 144 Hertz display on it, and I believe you could opt to get the RGB keyboard. Some of these did not come with the RGB keyboard. Luckily this one came with the RGB keyboard, which you can change in the Alienware Command Center.
Yes. Time for action.
So we're gonna go ahead and just quit it. And we're sitting at about 90. Max FPS was 187. I highly doubt our FPS was that high. But yeah, so I'm going to have to use this laptop more and see how the performance is. I do want to re-thermal paste it. I've heard Thermal Grizzly is pretty good, so we'll have to see about that. But let's see AMD. Alright, so we're in the AMD software here. So let's see. Yeah, so this has the AMD Radeon 5600M series. So any of you guys that are into the AMD Radeon graphics cards, let me know if the AMD RX 5600M is better than a GTX 1660 Ti. Like I said, this is my first laptop with a dedicated AMD graphics card. So yeah, I've always had, every single gaming laptop I've had always had a GTX card in it. I guess they do have an AMD FreeSync, which is kind of like VSync maybe, in case you get screen tearing. However, when we were in Battlefield, I did not see any screen tear. And like I said, this has a 144 Hertz display on it, so I do not think we're going to be having any issues with that. Otherwise though, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and comment down below if you guys like videos like this, because I definitely am a gaming laptop fanatic. I always pick these things up when I find them at a good price, and I usually just resell them. I don't do videos on them, which I should. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this laptop or not. I have held on to it. But like I said, I don't do gaming on it. I basically use it on my front TV on Netflix just to watch movies on it. But like I said, I mean, the top of it does look pretty good with that rainbow effect. I am going to show you guys the bottom of this thing though. Here is the bottom of the Dell G5, and this is what I was talking about. As you can see, there is no ventilation for the cooling on this laptop. The bottom of it is definitely pretty hot. Not too hot, but it is hot. Like really, Dell, like how much air can this thing even suck in to cool off? I believe it doesn't even say what year this is. Oh yeah, right here. Got it backwards, but yeah, so this is a 2020 laptop, so this came out in 2020, whereas my HP Omen came out in 2021. So the Omen is a year newer, but this is plastic. It's an all plastic design. So this is where the air comes in, and this is where it goes out, as you can see. I mean, this ventilation here is okay, especially on used laptops like this. This is always broken, but on this one, this laptop's in like new condition, so this isn't broken or anything. But I mean, come on, Dell. I mean, this is kind of why a lot of Dells end up frying their motherboards, and it's because of this right here. There's no ventilation at all. Like, how's that supposed to cool your laptop? And of course, this does not have any ventilation on the sides like the HP Omen. We're back to the HP Omen, and as you can see, it has just a lot of ventilation. So Dell, if you're watching this video, I mean, you could definitely improve on that. Anyway though, guys, thanks for watching this video.